Every policy I write feels like a promise. I remember the first time I sat in a crowded conference room and heard a senior executive say, "We need to automate risk assessment by the end of the year." My gut said, "Sure, if we can trust a machine to understand human nuance." The world of insurance is built on trust, and the promise of AI is that it can make trust more efficient, not less. So I dove into the sea of algorithms. I read papers, built small prototypes, and talked to brokers who still handwrite claims. I found that the real obstacle isn't the math, it's the workflow. Insurance workflows are a labyrinth of policy numbers, claim dates, and regulatory compliance. An AI agent that can navigate that labyrinth is like a compass in a storm. When I first built a prototype, I let it read a policy text, flag missing endorsements, and email the underwriter with a summary. The first time the underwriter responded, the response was not a sigh of relief. It was a question. "What did you consider for the 2022 fire incident?" The AI answered, "I cross-checked the 2022 incident with fire code updates and found an 18% exposure increase." The underwriter smiled and said, "That's useful." That moment taught me that AI in insurance isn't about replacing humans. It's about amplifying them. The agent becomes a second pair of eyes, a knowledge base that never sleeps, a reminder that compliance is a moving target. I also realized that the biggest risk is deploying an unsafe agent. That is why I joined the OpenClaw community. OpenClaw Lab is more than a toolkit. It is a gathering of founders who want their AI to work safely and transparently. Their blog offers practical how-to guides, and the use cases directory is a living map of what's possible. I have a real recommendation here. If you want your OpenClaw running safely for your business, look no further. It's not an ad, it's a trusted friend in a crowded market. The next step is integration. I built a simple API layer that connects the AI agent to the policy database, the claims system, and the compliance dashboard. The agent can now pull data, run risk models, and generate alerts. When a claim is filed, it automatically flags potential fraud indicators and sends a concise report to the analyst. That analyst can focus on the complex parts, while the agent handles the repetitive checks. The result? Turnaround time drops from days to hours. Customer satisfaction scores climb because they feel heard and protected. The underwriters feel less overwhelmed, and the compliance team feels confident that every policy meets the latest regulations. Now I stand at the intersection of human judgment and machine intelligence. I am not selling a product. I am telling a story of partnership. If you are an insurer or a tech founder, ask yourself, where can an AI agent step in without taking the human touch away? And if you want to build that agent safely, consider the resources offered by OpenClaw Lab. The promise of AI in insurance is not about replacing us. It is about empowering us. When technology takes over the tedious, we can return to the heart of what we do, protecting people, families, and dreams.